My voice is crap. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but like. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have no voice, so I'm so sorry. This is the first video you're ever seeing of me. Apologies. I really wanted to do this video because I'm really shocked at the outcome of this video. So today I'm going to be talking about a palette called Blue Sky. This is by Ccolor Cosmetics. It is a dupe for the Blue Blood palette by Jeffree Star. This palette is $52. This is $8 plus shipping and things like that, but regardless, it is a huge gap in price. $44 difference. This is definitely a dupe for this. So before I continue, you guys, can you guess which eye is which? Can you tell which eye is Jeffree Star, which eye is Ccolor Cosmetics, which eye is Blue Blood, which eye is Blue Sky? Let's talk about some comparisons, you guys. The obvious is, of course, the packaging. We have here a very kind of thin plastic container. It is $8. I'm not expecting it to be an extravagant thing like this one. This is $52. I'm expecting it to be amazing. Plus, it's Jeffree Star. He don't play with his packaging. This one might be more travel friendly, so if that's a thing for you, then fine. But this one also does not come with a mirror. This one does. Blue Blood has 27 grams worth of product and Blue Sky has 21.6 grams of product. That's not that much of a difference. You're still getting a lot, especially for $8. This one is made in the USA and this one is made in the PRC, aka China. Both of these palettes contain talcum mica. Both have a 12-month shelf life after you use it, open it, and of course both are cruelty free. I want to go ahead and open these and show you how they look side by side because it's just bonkers, guys. Is that not crazy? The colors and everything are really identical. So here are some pre-recorded swatches. So as you can see, you guys, they look very, very similar. Each of the colors are swatched 2 times to keep it fair. On the right of every color, it is the Blue Blood palette, and on the left, it is Blue Sky. I see the only real difference is Ocean Ice. This Ocean Ice color is a pressed glitter versus in Blue Sky, which is, I forgot the name of this one. This one is Royal. Royal is a shimmer. So you don't have the names, by the way, on this palette. The names come on the little slipcover that goes over the shadows. But honestly, you guys, other than that specific like shadow, these swatches look very close. They honestly even feel very similar. And when it comes to the formula, guys, Jeffree Star's formula blends better. It's not that Blue Sky doesn't blend well at all. Obviously it does because I did get it to work. But it just took a little bit more finessing, a little bit more time. And honestly, I would expect that with a $52 palette versus an $8 palette. Both palettes are really pigmented. Both have a little bit of fallout. Nothing on the face though, which was really great because I like to do my face first. I do, however, want to talk about 2 shimmers in here that are very much different in terms of performance. Cullinan, which is this white beautiful shimmer, is much more pigmented than, what is this called again? I believe this is Cloudy. Yes, Cloudy in Blue Sky. You guys will see that in the eye demo. And with that being said, it's the same thing with Ice Tray, this beautiful, beautiful blue shimmer. Storm is not as pigmented and like the wow factor and just bright and vibrant as Ice Tray. If you build it up, it's still really beautiful, but when you compare the two, that's when you see the difference. I'm going to go ahead and take some live swatches for you guys right now. I'm going to take a touchable. I'm going to take colors that I don't use in the eye look. I use 10 shadows, by the way, in the eye look today. So I'm going to try to show you guys the ones that I don't use. Let's take Blue Blood, Blue Monday. Love that color. And let's see, Entitled. Beautiful. All right. Here they are, my fingers. This is all JSC. 1, space, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, there you go. So this is Blue Blood. I think this is Ascend that I'm taking. Next I took Blue Blood, which is Rocket in this palette. After that, I believe I took, yes, Blue Monday, which is Haze in this palette. And then I took Entitled, which is called, which one is that? Aurora in this palette. Yes, that's Aurora. All right. Here they are, my fingers. I'm going to put it right under the other. Oh, there you go. Okay. And 4. Beautiful. And there you go. Honestly, the Ccolor Cosmetics one with this one looks way more like pigmented in there in the swatch. I was really shocked to see how close these swatches were. So let's just dive into this eye battle. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I created the eye looks using both palettes. On my lips, I only have the Kylie Cosmetics Maple Concealer as always. I'm also using a color switch so that I use the same brush for each eye for whatever shadow that I'm using. Speaking of brushes, I'm using Morphe brushes today. I'm also going to use a GLF Cosmetics one, but I bring it out later. I changed my mind in the middle of doing the eye look. On my right eye, it is the Blue Blood palette, and on my left eye, it is the Blue Sky palette. And let's be honest, you guys, let me know if you really see a difference or if you had to look so close to see a difference. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Into my M2 brush and I dipped into Undertaker. I went ahead and I just packed it in and I went above and across my crease onto wing and down. With Blue Sky, however, I took the same brush and I went in with Midnight and it did not disappoint. So that was great to see. I was honestly trying to nitpick you guys and find some kind of flaw with this, but it's actually really good, really pigmented, and I was impressed. Using the same brush, I dipped it to Creaminated and I put it above Undertaker. At first, I'm just patting it in and then I start blending it out. Using the same brush, I went in with Overcast and I put that above Midnight. As I'm patting it in and I'm blending it out, I am realizing that I'm losing a bit of Midnight, so I had to go back into Midnight and add it in later. It's not a big deal, honestly. It happens a lot when you blend. Next, I took my JH40 brush and I used this to dip into I'm Cold, and I went ahead and I put that above the cremated color just to soften up that line and to just give it a beautiful kind of fade out. And then of course, using the same brush, I went in with Breeze for the Blue Sky side and it performed the absolute same as I'm Cold. Now it's time that I cut my crease. I went in with a Fenty Beauty 290 concealer to cut my crease, and I used the M326 brush to go ahead and cut it and pat it. I personally like to use a very small defined brush. Some people don't. Some people like to use a big one. You can use whatever brush you want, but it just helps me control it better. And I did my typical 3/4 in to my lid kind of cut crease. Next, I went in with the GLF Cosmetics brush, the one that I mentioned earlier, the flat one, and I took it dry. I went in with Deceased first for the Blue Blood side, which is absolutely stunning. Shows up very quick, super buttery, super pigmented. Then I went ahead and I took Navy for the Blue Sky side, and to be honest, same thing, super pigmented, buttery, showed up quick. But then next I went ahead into Ice Tray, which is one of the shadows that I talked about earlier. I took it with the same brush, dry, showed up really vibrant on the lid for the Blue Blood side. When I dipped it to the Blue Sky side, however, you can definitely see a difference. It was not as vibrant, not as pigmented, not as there in terms of comparing it to Blue Blood. Now I did do my best to build it up and get it to there, but to be honest, the formula is just doesn't meet completely there. It's not a perfect match. The Blue Blood one is definitely 10 times better, hands down, by far. Which leads me to the last shimmer that I put on the lid, which is Ccolor, which honestly I don't know if I'm pronouncing right, but Ccolor. I forgot how gorgeous that shimmer is. Literally a draw dropper. It's stunning. And then of course I went in with Cloudy for Blue Sky, and you can definitely see the difference once again. Just like Ice Tray, it wasn't as vibrant, wasn't as pigmented. I did my best to build it up. I can see the difference on my lid. I mean, from far you can't tell, but up close you can see it. It's not that bad, honestly, you guys. It's not the end of the world. But of course, I'm telling you this so that you know the full truth, 100% honesty and transparency. For my lower lash line, I went in with the JH42 brush, and I took Flourishing from the Blue Blood palette. I ran it underneath my lower lash line, just go all the way across. I even went past my inner corner eye because I was just feeling a little spunky today. And of course, as you guys probably guessed, using the same brush, I went in with Wicked from the Blue Sky side, which looks identical to Flourishing, especially on the lids. Honestly, I feel like Wicked is a little bit more pigmented because I went in with a little bit and it was like, bam. Next, I went in with Mint Tea for the Blue Blood side. I wanted to run that under Flourishing. For the Blue Sky side, I went with Mint. They didn't really change the name that much there. Anywho, I did run that underneath Wicked, and it did perform the same as Mint Tea. Now for the highlighter, I took my Profusion brush, which is what I use all the time, and no, I did not wet it. I went in with Crystal Flesh, and I put that on JSC side, which is blinding and wet. And then to a shock, honestly, because after going in with Cloudy and Storm, I didn't expect Horizon, which is the dupe for Crystal Flesh, to look as stunning, but it definitely did. It looks blinding. I feel like you can definitely see that from like outer space. As for a liner today, I didn't go in with any specific liner. I just went back in with Undertaker for the Blue Blood side and Midnight for the Blue Sky side using the JH42 brush. The mascara that I'm using today is the Big Ego Mascara by Tarte. And the lashes that I'm using today is the Andy Candy Yum Lashes. That's it, you guys. That is the look I created with both Blue Blood and Blue Sky. So how do you guys feel? Let me know down below. Do you think that this is a dupe? It's a little late for me. I need to rest my voice because it's a little nuts. Of course, I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye. I'm doing a video comparing these two palettes. Would you believe me if I told you I'm wearing both of the palettes on my eyes?
I mean, I would believe you because you just said you were comparing both of them, but if you didn't say that, then I would think that it would be one. Like, if you would have just had one out, I'd be like, okay, it's the same thing.
Which eye do you think is Jeffree Star? Which eye do you think is Ccolor Cosmetics?
Your right eye is the Jeffree Star one,
Mm-hmm.
and the left one is that palette.
Why?
It's the same, but it's just like a little lighter, I guess. More vibrant. Exactly.
It's more vibrant?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the white part?
Yep.
So that's exactly the... Right. This is way more powerful than this one.
The only reason why
and that's the only...
That's the only reason why I could tell. Because I was just like, alright, this one's a little more.
Well, there you go, guys.